Hey, thanks for listening to Car Talk. Now, if you're looking for stuff to listen to that doesn't insult your intelligence, there's a great app for your phone. It's NPR One. It's got hand-curated artisanal suggestions to help you find the best from public radio and beyond, with podcasts and news. NPR One is ready when you are. That's NPR ONE on your app store. We'd like to thank our podcast sponsor, Tire Rack. There are some pretty dumb things you can do to your car. How do I know? I've done just about all of them. But with TireRack.com, at least you'll get your tires right. At TireRack.com, you can view tire test results and user ratings and reviews to help you pick the right tires for your car. TireRack.com has more than 1 million tires in their warehouse, so they're not just trying to sell you what they've got sitting around like we would. And you can have your tires delivered to a local recommended installer near you in as little as 1 business day. TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install. Smarter. Hello and welcome to Car Talk from National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers. And we're broadcasting this week from the Early Childhood Development Division here at Car Talk Plaza, which, as you can probably guess, is run by my brother, since he's still in childhood development.
This is interesting stuff I learned from 6-year-old kids. And it's, they say, honest to goodness, from an anonymous mother in Austin, Texas. And she's got a whole list of stuff that she's learned for her little kids.
From her 6-year-old kids? From some 6-year-old
kids? I guess
kids.
her own, her very
Perhaps.
own. And here they are. Some of them are related to each other. A king-size waterbed holds enough water to fill a 2,000-square-foot house about 4 inches deep.
I know how you figure that one out.
I know how you figured that one out. If you hook a dog leash over a ceiling fan, the motor is not strong enough to rotate a 42-pound boy wearing Batman underwear and a Superman cape. It is strong enough, however, if tied to a paint can, to spread paint on all 4 walls of a 20 by 20-foot room. This sounds like Dusty Chalk's brother's kids.
Oh, yeah.
You should not throw baseballs up when the ceiling fan is on. When using the ceiling fan as a bat, you have to throw the ball up a few times before you get a hit. A ceiling fan can hit a baseball a long way. The glass in windows doesn't stop a baseball hit by a ceiling fan. No matter how much Jell-O you put in a swimming pool, you still cannot walk on water. Pool filters do not like Jell-O. Always look in the oven before you turn it on. Plastic toys do not like ovens. The fire department in Austin, Texas has a 5-minute response time. The spin cycle on the washing machine does not make earthworms dizzy. It will, however, make cats dizzy. Cats throw up twice their body weight when they're dizzy. You can just see a 6-year-old kid doing, I love the Batman thing with the ceiling fan.
I love it, too. I didn't know it didn't work. I was about to try it myself.
Oh, boy.
Boy, it is reminiscent of our friend Dusty Chalk's brother.
Yeah. Kenny Chalk.
Who went to work one day, and his twin boys decided to surprise him.
Yeah.
And as he walked home from the bus stop, they were in the driveway painting his car.
With brushes.
And rollers.
Well, he may have said something about, I don't like the color of the car, and they were trying to do the guy a favor.
You never know.
Where are they now?
Yeah, they're probably congressmen. Look, if you'd like to talk to some underdeveloped siblings and ask us questions about your car, our number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 8882-2782-55. Huh? Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Good morning. My name is Leslie, and I'm calling from Sebastopol, California.
Hi, Leslie.
Leslie, L-I-E or L-E-Y?
I-E.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's the way.
Sure.
So you want to hear about my car?
If you want to tell us.
we have to.
We don't really care. You know, we're here.
But we want you to know.
We're making our $7 whether we answer your question, listen to you, or don't listen to you.
Okay, I'll make you work for your money.
So before you start, however,
Yeah.
do you have, in the event that we fail,
A backup question.
a backup question.
Something easy, like a relationship with a boyfriend or a husband.
No backup plan, but I do have a bicycle.
All right,
Good, all right.
We'll shoot to that.
Okay.
If we have to.
All right.
Go ahead.
I've got a 97 Honda Civic. And when the weather is cold outside, or even just starting up first thing in the morning, it makes this sound. And it's something like this. Except it's more metallic.
What kind of a bicycle do you have?
Am I going to need it?
Well, no, because this sound would be a lot easier to answer if it were your bike doing it. And then this noise goes away.
After it's warmed up.
And you have to be moving for it to make this noise.
No, even just starting up.
Can you change the noise by revving the engine?
Yes, it gets quicker.
It obviously doesn't affect in any way how the car runs.
No, it seems to run fine.
And you haven't had anyone look at it because you were concerned about it.
Well, you were the guys to come to first.
Yeah. So do you have a backup plan? So anyway, when it goes away, does it go away abruptly? Or does it? Or I'm going to ask a very important question.
This is good, yeah.
When it goes away, is there any possibility that it's still there but on a much smaller scale? Yeah.
Yeah, boy, that's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
Well, the success of my answer depends on your answer.
Oh, dear. So it's my fault if you get it wrong,
Bingo.
right? Yeah, boy, I don't know. Now, there's one other piece that I don't know if it's related to this.
Yeah.
And that's when I start the car up, if I have the fan on, I smell exhaust in the passenger compartment.
Oh, it's going to fit right. I knew you were thinking of that. I knew you were thinking of that.
I had it from the very beginning.
You did. Excellent.
I did.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the guy's head, you know? I know his head.
Okay.
It's a sad story.
It is.
But when it comes to exhaust manifolds, man, he's good.
We believe. And we are of the same mind.
We are.
Yeah, which is pretty sad. That you have an exhaust leak at the manifold. Either the manifold is cracked, and it makes the noise, which would sound exactly like the noise you described, which I don't care to repeat.
No,
and then as the thing warmed up and the crack closed up, the noise gradually disappears. Yeah, my guess is it doesn't ever go away entirely. And you can, in fact, find the noise or reproduce it if you want to do a little experiment. The next time the noise seems to go away, plug the tailpipe. And if you have the hood open, you'll hear the noise come back. Now,
so now the question is what to do.
Get my bicycle?
Yeah. Well, if you're lucky, it could be a gasket. But I'm guessing it's not. I'm guessing it's a crack in the manifold. And you're going to have that replaced, and that's a few $100. But you can get one at a junkyard. And then your mechanic can put it in. But have it verified before you go off and buy one.
And he'll find
We've
this in a
been
minute.
known to give out an incorrect answer or two.
Oh, no.
Get out.
See you, Leslie.
Sure, thanks for your help.
Good luck.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, it's Eric from D.C.
Eric from D.C., what's happening?
I have a Miata, a 91 Miata.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's having some problems. I noticed it first a couple of weeks back. I was going on a highway pretty quick, and sometimes I put it in neutral or hit the clutch, and I just sort of glide along, and I noticed it wouldn't glide so quickly. I then drove it up to New York, and I noticed my gas mileage was way off. Like I normally use a half a tank each way, and now it's like a 3/4 tank trip each way.
Doug Berman, our producer, used to own one of these.
It's a great car.
Until his wife made him sell it. But he used to own one, and we're going to rely on him for the answer because he knows. What is it, Dougie? Oh, he thinks you put on a lot of weight lately. No, huh? Okay. Go ahead, Eric.
Is there more to the story, or is that it?
No, there is. I then parked it in D.C. when I got back, and I park on a decline on a hill, and I went away for a week, and then I used it a week later, and I normally coast down the hill and let the engine warm up. except when I tried to coast, when I pulled out from the curb, the car just stopped.
Yeah.
Duh.
Excellent.
Excellent. I mean, everything you
We
said
know this one.
fits.
All right. There's a little bit more.
Go ahead.
I drove it around the block recently, and it goes, but it's a lot of resistance, almost like the emergency brake is on.
Oof.
I smelled the burning, though, when I finally stopped it, and then I even, bent down and sniffed each wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
And,
what?
the front wheels smell.
We haven't got a clue.
So,
Yeah. No, you've almost diagnosed it yourself.
Okay.
And if the smell had been coming from the rear wheels, it would have been a stuck handbrake.
okay.
But if the smell is coming from the front wheels, it's a stuck caliper.
And the smell was coming from just one wheel?
No, I think it was both of the front wheels when I smelled them.
Well, I think you just have a stuck caliper.
I think you
or
do
two.
too.
Now, the other thing I wanted to ask, I would love to do the work myself, like buy a Chilton manual and figure out how to fix my own car. I'm so
Great.
embarrassed that I can't. Is this something that I can take on? Or?
Yes.
All
Well,
right.
you can, but you haven't worked on your car before.
No, I haven't.
I think brakes are a bad place to start. You may want to start with fuzzy dice replacement.
Or oil change.
No, brakes are a good place to
No,
start.
no, brakes.
You know right away.
You'll know right if you have a flair
You
for
have
it.
a career here. And if you don't, it's all over.
All right.
Yeah.
What about driving it? I know there's a garage in Georgetown, which is probably going to be pricey, but it's only a mile or two away. Can I drive it there, or is that going to screw things up more?
You'll make it that mile.
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
make it that mile.
Yeah.
And you may have done damage.
And you may have to open the door and push with your left leg to help it there. So wear a sneaker,
but luckily the
Got it.
car is light.
Okay.
But
See-
you're going to need, I'm going to tell you what it's going to cost you.
Excellent.
It's going to cost you $971.53.
Will it cost that much?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
because you're going to need 2 calipers and 2 rotors and pads.
Okay.
Right, and then there's the obvious gratuities and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
taxes.
Taxes, gratuities, and all that stuff. And that's what it's
And
going to
now at least I won't. I'll know I'm not getting ripped off.
If it's less than that, you're getting a deal. See you, Eric.
Hey, good luck.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
1-888-CAR TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
This is Anne from Boylston,
Mass?
Massachusetts.
Where is Boylston?
It's next to Worcester, next to Shrewsbury,
Yeah, I think I've heard
Central
of it.
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Not many have.
We don't get out much.
That's right. That's right. My question, we've got this big tour planned this summer with the husband and the 2 boys. We're going cross country to see the national parks.
Yeah.
We're pulling our little camper with our, hopefully, Mercury Villager. My husband says to me the other night, I think we need a new car. And I said, hold on a second. This car has 90,000 miles on it. So we had this long discussion. I don't know if he's just looking to get a new car or what. But I need to know, do you think that a Mercury Villager can get us, cross country and back again and buy us a few more years?
Well, I know the answer to that question, and I also know what car your husband wants.
Okay, tell me.
He wants a Yukon.
No, I don't think so. We're not a Yukon type.
No, a
You don't think
Tahoe?
so?
No?
No.
No.
No, you know what I see
Well,
in her
I see-
husband's future?
No.
What's that?
A Lincoln Town car.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no,
God.
he wants big. He wants a truck vehicle.
I think he's looking SUVs, but we've got
Oh, he
2
is.
boys and we're transporting them to school, so we need a multi-passenger vehicle at this point in our life. And I'm looking to get more time out of my Mercury Villager.
Wait, how old are the boys?
Going into 8th grade and 6th grade.
Oh, they'll be around for a while, yeah.
They've got another few more years.
Yeah.
I think the next car will be something fancy
Yeah.
schmancy for us.
Mhm. Well, the answer is the Villager certainly should make it.
But okay.
I mean, 90,000 miles in this day and age is pretty much nothing.
Well, that's what I told him too.
Well, on the other hand, when you're pulling that big camper thing, you're going to have one of those pop-up campers.
It's a pop-up, so it's that little square box
Oh,
that you
Yeah,
drag behind.
with all
Piece
your
of cake.
with all your gear in it, and you and the suitcases and the dirty laundry and the souvenirs and the pieces of petrified rock that you steal from the petrified forest, and you're trying to climb Pikes Peak. You're gonna blow the engine, and that's all it
No, we're
takes.
not going to blow the engine, are we?
Listen to me.
All right.
One blown engine can ruin a whole trip. I
I'm
mean, all
sure it
your
would.
wonderful memories, the great bonding that's going to take place
At the
between.
top of Pikes Peak, calling AAA. Is that what you're
At
telling
the-
me?
Nah, not really. I mean, how much? I mean, all you do is you call up Avis and they bring you a car
A Yukon.
And what do you
A
do?
Yukon?
You push this off of Pikes Peak?
and you just leave the Villager there. I mean, it's all paid for. It's not worth anything with a blown engine, so you forget about it. It doesn't have to ruin a vacation. I think it's worth a shot.
It's worth the trip.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because that in itself is an exciting little adventure.
Maybe I'm trying to talk him out of this trip, or maybe he's trying
No,
to talk
do the
himself
trip.
out of
The
this
trip will be wonderful.
Okay.
Yes, you will enjoy the trip immensely.
right.
And so will your kids. They'll remember it for the rest of their lives.
Well,
If-
see, I think
especially if the engine blows.
exactly
going up
my
Pikes
point.
Peak.
The boys are the more important aspect here because they will remember it for the rest of their lives. Remember the day that Dad pushed the Villager off of Pikes Peak? They'll never forget that.
Oh, we had an Oldsmobile going to the beach and it died, and we still remember that. It was this big, huge,
You bet. I
tanky
mean,
thing, yeah.
that's what memories are. Exciting adventures. And everyone thinks that everything should be perfect. And everything
Okay.
shouldn't be perfect. If it breaks down, it breaks down. They have to learn that that's what life is all about.
Uh-huh.
Not everything is perfect all the time.
Now, is there anything I
Unless,
should do
of
with
course, you're married to me. Then you know my wife.
You know, his wife knows perfect misery.
My wife has come to learn that things are perfect all the time because she married me.
whatever?
Yeah, whatever.
seriously,
So, Ann, continue.
If we take this car with us, which I'm thinking of doing, what sort of services should we have done before it goes?
Everything.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah.
The timing belts due at 105. Obviously, do that before we go.
Absolutely.
I would certainly do that. I would obviously change any hoses that are suspect. Maybe just change them anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're all 100,000 miles old.
Uh-huh.
Certainly change the transmission fluid and the filter.
The oil, the coolant. Check the
We've got-
tires.
we
Make
have
sure
new
you got
brakes,
great
we have new
rubber
tires.
Put a new water pump in. Take along some extra belts.
and suspenders.
Well, I'll send you a postcard en route, and if it breaks down, I'll let you know.
Better than that, send us a photo of your husband and the boys pushing it off of Pikes Peak.
That's what I want to see.
Pikes Peak?
I want to see the smiles on those boys' faces.
All right.
And have a wonderful time. And
Thanks.
think of us while you're out there.
Appreciate the call.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great trip.
All right. Bye-bye.
Wow.
All right, it's time once again to probe the recesses of your mind, Tommy, and see if last week's puzzler is in there anywhere.
Everything's in there. It's like my office. It's in there. You just can't find it.
Well, here's your hint.
Yeah.
When a candidate decides to run for office, he throws his blank into the ring.
Yeah, his Enron stock. No?
Obviously not. His hat. That's what a candidate throws in the ring.
Ah.
And the puzzler was about some prisoners and some black and white hats. And we'll be back.
To be sequestered whenever they hear us say it. This is NPR.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Living Essentials, maker of 5-Hour Energy Shots. They want you to know that 5-Hour Energy Shots are made for hard-working people on the go. Whether you spend your day dropping transmissions on your chest or running around the building hiding from NPR censors, 5-Hour Energy Shots are great for groggy mornings, the post-kielbasa lunch food coma, or making it through car talk. They contain vitamins, nutrients, and caffeine, and come in a portable, easy-to-take, less than 2-ounce size. For more information, including ingredients and supplemental facts, go to 5hourenergy.com. Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and the answer to last week's puzzler.
Yeah, this was very good.
Yeah, I thought so. This was another in my series of black hat, white hat puzzlers, and this one was inspired by an email I got from a fellow named Jim Guilford. Seems that there's this penal colony on an island in the South Pacific, and it's administered by a twisted little prison warden who likes to play mind games with the prisoners.
Yeah.
He likes to present, difficult challenges, and if they solve the challenge, they're set free, and if they don't solve it, they're fed to the sharks that are constantly circling the island.
When they're set free, do you just throw them in the water?
You have to swim to safety.
It sort of doesn't matter whether you get set free or not. The sharks are going to get you. Yeah.
Anyway, he finds 5 prisoners who are breaking rocks together, and he says, here's the deal, guys. I'm going to stand you against the wall, but not in the manner that you usually think, firing squad manner. The first guy is going to face the wall with his hands and toes touching the wall. The next one's going to stand behind him about 5 feet away. The next one behind him, et cetera, so that each prisoner can see the guys in front of him, except for the first guy who could see only the wall. So you've got the scenario.
I got it.
So the twisted warden says, now, fellas, I'm going to come up from behind you, starting with the last guy in line, and place either a white hat or a black hat on each of your heads.
Mm-hmm.
I can put all black hats on if I want, or all white hats, or any combination, and your job is to identify the color of your hat correctly. And if you fail to do so, sharks.
It's the sharks.
Now, we're going to do this tomorrow so you guys can think about it overnight and plot and moan and groan all you want.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the guy at the back of the line would be able to see everyone in front of him, but the only words he can use are either black or white in guessing his own hat color. So he can only utter one word.
Gotcha.
You got it?
Yeah.
So they scheme overnight. Obviously, the luck of the draw.
And they decide to tunnel instead.
Prison riot. Obviously, if they leave it to luck, it's a 50-50 chance for each man. It's too big a chance to take. But then Krusty, who's been on the island for 19 years for overcharging for valve jobs, says, I have a plan that will improve our odds beyond 50-50. However, he says, we must draw straws. So the question was, what is Krusty's plan, and why must straws be drawn?
This is way up there in the white hat, black hat series.
Really?
This is way up there.
Let's say that we stand the guys against the wall, and we'll just pick an order. Say the guy closest to the wall has a black hat, the next guy has a black hat, the third guy is white, then black, and then the last guy in line has a white hat.
Yeah.
Okay? Here's what Krusty devised, and I think it was pretty smart.
I think so, too. He should get out just because he thought of it.
And here's the reason they had to draw straws.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, he drew the short straw.
Oh, that's all right.
Too bad. I mean, what can you do? The guy at the back of the line obviously can see all the other hats, but of course he can't see his.
Right.
So he's going to guess, but he's not going to guess. He's going to declare his hat as either black or white based on what he sees. And they've determined in advance that if he sees an odd number of white hats in front of him, he's going to call out his hat as black. If he sees an even number of white hats in front of him, he's going to call his hat out as white. So he looks ahead and he sees what? An odd number of white hats in front of him. He sees one white hat, in fact. So he says, I have a black hat.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
He goes to the sharks. But because he's declared his hat as black, okay, the fellow who's directly in front of him knows that Krusty, or who was ever at the back of the line, must have seen an odd number of white hats. Mm-hmm. Well, looking ahead, he sees what? An odd number of white hats.
Exactly.
Therefore,
he sees a white, a black, and a black.
Therefore, he knows he has a black hat. Similarly, the guy in front of him who has a white hat knows that the guy behind him declared his hat black. And because he had to have seen an odd number of white hats, he knows that his hat is white because the only two hats he can see are black, et cetera, and everyone gets out except for the last guy whose chances are still 50-50.
Yeah.
Pretty cute, huh? Do we have a winner?
The winner. Get this, if you will. Lieutenant Colonel Susan Robbins, United States Air Force. From, of all places, Papillon, Nebraska.
Oh, you made that up.
I didn't make it up. I know it's Papillon, but wasn't Papillon the name of the movie on Devil's Island?
I believe so.
What are the chances of this? Holy cow.
Oh,
Lieutenant Colonel. You know how far above an E2 that is?
Yeah, we do.
We all do, don't we? Well, congratulations to Lieutenant Colonel Susan Robbins, United States Air Force from Papillon, Nebraska, and for having your answer selected at random from the white hat full of correct answers that we had. You're going to get a $25 gift certificate to the Shameless Commerce Division at cartalk.com.
You can buy a hat with that $25.
Whoopee. And with that gift certificate, you can get a copy of our CD, Car Talk Cartoons, which you can pop into the CD player in your F-16. Does it have the optional 6-CD changer in the dashboard of the thing?
Absolutely.
Can you listen to CDs in an F-16?
Oh, yeah.
You
Well,
can't hear anything
Actually,
anyway.
the truth is they're not really flying the planes.
They don't fly them?
Oh, no. They're all doing it with simulators. It's DVDs. They're all DVD players.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, they're just pretending. Anyway, we'll have a brand new, you ready for this? Automotive puzzler coming up in the third half of the show. But if you have a question about your car right now, you can give us a call at 888-CAR-TALK, which is also 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
My name is Edmund. I'm calling you from Austin, Texas. And I have a particularly interesting problem with a Toyota 4Runner that I just bought 4 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
It had spent the early part of its life in one of the more, or should I say, less civilized places in America, and that is up there in Boston, driving around in the snow. And of course, as you know, in Boston, they put salt on the roads.
Yes, they do.
So when I bought this car, the stock steel wheels were a little rusty, so I was planning to change them anyway. Now, before I got new wheels, I would drive down the road at 70 miles an hour, and there would be a noise coming from the front and also a vibration on the steering wheel. And this noise sounded like the letter V with sort of a cyclic reverberation going through it. But a little faster than that. Exactly. That's it. Very good.
Yeah, that's good.
Since I was going to buy new wheels for this thing, I thought, well, it's okay. It'll fix the problem. I had somebody look at it, and they said that it's a bad tire. Okay, no problem. So I bought 4 new tires and wheels. And the next time I got up to 70 miles an hour on the highway, I hear the same noise, although a little bit quieter.
What color is this 4Runner?
Oh, it's black.
It's black. And you bought it down there in Austin, or you bought it up here?
I bought
in
it in
Boston.
Austin. I bought it in Austin, yeah.
So you went from Boston to Austin?
No, he didn't go. The truck did.
Oh, the truck did. I went from New York to Austin.
Ah, okay. So someone drove this vehicle from Boston to Austin and sold it to you.
So what are you doing in Austin? You at the university?
I was, but I'm living. I'm free of student life, and I'm living here in Austin.
What did you major in,
I majored in architecture.
Architecture.
Yes, and I'm not working in it.
You're not?
No, I'm not. I'm doing I'm a lot better too financially.
Ah, so what are you doing instead?
Oh, you're an Amway man.
That's right.
Well, that's I'm very happy for you, and thanks for the call.
Thank you very much. I don't blame you for saying that, actually.
Oh, you had a question, didn't you? I was hoping my brother would have enough time to come up with something, but he's still got that stupid look on his face.
What you think that I'm just sitting here doodling.
Right.
But what I think Edmund has is a bad universal joint.
Oh,
bad universal joint.
Yeah.
Yes, and
I like it.
There's no question that some of your vibration and noise was coming from the tires and the wheels.
Right.
But I suspect you also have a partially seized or worn out universal joint on one of the drive shafts.
Right. Well, this thing is a 4-wheel drive, so it could possibly be on the front, even though I haven't used 4-wheel drive.
Well, the front drive shaft won't turn.
Okay, I got it.
Unless you're in 4-wheel drive.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably on the rear drive shaft.
Well, then how come I'm feeling the vibration through the steering wheel, then?
That's a good question.
Come on now.
Oh, my God. Just when I thought we were out of the woods.
Well, there is a possibility that you have a bad ball joint or you have a worn tie rod end, too. And either one of those things can cause a vibration that would come up through the wheel.
Not, you still have the vroom, 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 vroom,
Not as badly, he says.
It's not as bad. It really isn't as bad, and my concern is that the new tire that I put on will perhaps wind up as bad as the other one I took off.
You know, we cannot preclude the possibility that you purchased a bad tire or bad wheel. You know, this.
We should not rule that out. That's absolutely right.
Well,
I mean, what I would do is I would just for a test, I would put the front wheels on the back and
vice versa,
and whatever else you can do.
Well, part of the purchase agreement is I get unlimited
rotations.
So
oh, perfect. Go in once a week.
Oh, you think once a week?
No, I would.
You go in 3 times a day.
Oh.
I would certainly go in and complain.
I see.
And ask them to investigate it.
Oh, wait a minute. Did they know you had this voom, voom, voom when you went in?
Yes, actually. They were the ones that told me I had the bad tire. And I said, well, I'll go ahead and get new tires and wheels, and we'll fix the problem.
Well, I mean, since they're the ones who diagnosed this problem as a bad tire,
right.
and they gave you new tires and the problem is not gone, you have every right to go back and ask them to do some things to help find out what the problem is.
Right.
And at the very least, they should rebalance the tires, you know.
And move them around.
And shuffle them around and see if they can find the problem.
Okay, fine. Well, that's exactly what I'll do then.
I mean, it really does sound like a bad tire, I have to say.
Yeah, well, it did. I was absolutely certain that new tires and wheels would fix the problem, but unfortunately it has not.
Well, the fact that it has improved it might mean that you do have a bad tire. There are a lot of bad tires in the world.
Evil, some even evil tires.
Very evil ones, yes.
Yes,
I think
there
I
are.
possibly have one of those.
You may. I think you had one, but you just have bad ones now.
Okay, all right, well, fine.
Good luck, Edmund.
Well, thank you very much for your help.
A pleasure.
Thanks for
Take care.
calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 1-888-CAR Talk or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Arelene Walensky in San Diego.
Arlene
California.
Walensky, how are you?
Oh, fine, thank you. I love to listen to you guys. You
I love
remind
to
me
listen
of
to
the
you,
Northeast
too.
With those wonderful accents.
What
Accent?
accents?
We ain't got no stinking accent.
Of course you do. And you'll love the way my name's spelled.
Arlene?
Yeah,
It's not what I think, huh?
that's right.
Arlene. Well,
Arelene. My father didn't know how to spell it when he filled out the birth certificate.
no kidding.
Arelene.
And I've lived my whole life with a mistake.
Explaining that it's misspelled.
That's right.
Well, that's all right.
It's okay.
No, that's good enough for us. We've heard weirder ones, but
I spelled it Walenska.
Oh, come on.
So what's on your mind, Arlene?
I think my husband should go take a course in how to become a mechanic. He's getting near retirement age, and we own 6 cars, and I think that he should be able to do the maintenance on them. And I've told him that since I know how to do all the housewifely things, and I know how to cook and sew and clean, and I run a flower shop here in San Diego, and I know how to arrange flowers, that what he should do is he should know how to...
Wait.
No, you want him out
Oh,
there
wait,
fixing...
you haven't heard the whole story.
Well, you're going to sugarcoat it now. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, what he said to me is that it's not worth going to learn how to be a car mechanic anymore because it's so high-tech that you can't do maintenance or repair at home in your own house anymore, in your own driveway,
Well,
So is that the whole story?
more or less.
he's wrong about that. You can do maintenance and minor repairs in your own driveway.
Why the hell do you have 6 vehicles, if you don't mind my
You know,
asking?
one of the problems is we love them. We hate to sell them because they run real well. They're
You're
good,
like me. You hate
solid,
to throw anything
reliable
away.
cars. That's right.
Do you keep them like in the basement?
Like I do?
Scattered around.
Well, I think you just wanted to breathe all these fumes so he'll kick off sooner.
No, I mean, after you read us this litany of all the things that you can do, are you suggesting that there's nothing your husband is useful for?
Well, he does earn money, but
But he won't when he retires?
he always says take them to the dealer. In fact, he insists on having them taken back to the main,
Yeah.
repair place, not even going to a local corner garage.
Well, what does he propose to
Did
do
you
when
ever
he
think
retires?
that now that he's going to retire, he has a different agenda? He's tired of busting his cookies. He doesn't want to do that anymore. He wants to goof off.
Is he an engineer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is, huh? I could tell.
How'd you know?
I don't know.
Well,
It just sounded like it.
You know deep down inside, Arlene, that he probably does know how to fix a lot of it. He has that innate knowledge.
But is it true that what he said is that no longer can you do it yourself?
Oh, no, he's just trying to
You need
weasel
all
out of
kind
it.
of high-tech equipment that
No.
everything's calibrated and
No, he's wrong.
Well,
you can't tune up things yourself. And
there will be many things that he will not be able to do.
But with 6 cars, he will not be at a loss for work. There will
In
always
fact, he
be
may have to
something.
hire a couple of guys.
Right. But I can understand if the guy's been working for 60 years, he's ready to goof off for a while. And I think you should
Are you
allow...
on his side?
No, you should allow him to do that because after all those years of showing up at somebody's office at 8 o'clock in the morning, the guy deserves to sleep late and not have to worry about 6 cars. But he'll get over that.
But he's fabricated this answer then.
Oh, he has
Oh, he
fabricated the
absolutely
answer.
did.
Only because you're pressing so hard to get him to do something. But, I mean,
If any of my friends are listening, they're going to understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, he will get sick of hanging around the house. And you certainly will be sick of his hanging around the house. And both of you will come to some agreement, and he'll rent a little garage someplace, and he'll change oil all day.
Geez,
But
I
don't you
wouldn't...
think he should know how to look into a car and say, oh, it needs some new
Yes.
whatever.
He should
needs
take a
underneath the
course.
hood.
He should take a course, and he will find there are plenty of things that he can do on these cars, and if he has a mind to. But you can't make him do what he doesn't want to do. He's been doing that for 50 years, right?
Right.
I hate to tell you what kind of engineer he is because he's in aerospace.
Has he ever been in outer space?
No.
Buck naked?
Do you think I'll send him into it? Send him into orbit.
Hey, good luck.
Okay.
Enjoy
thank you
his
ever so
retirement,
much.
Arlene.
Good luck
Bye-bye.
with your brainwashing. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh,
All right,
man.
look, we need to take a little break here so my brother can refresh his memory.
Is that like refreshing the screen on your computer?
Not really. Your computer refreshes itself many times a second. You refresh like once a decade.
Well, we'll be back with a refreshing new puzzler in just a minute.
Get your car off my lawn. It's killing all the grass. I always hear that Chevrolet. Now it's come to pass. The beast won't roll. Kick the tires. Lift that rusted hood. Rattle them wires. I want you to know I tried to love you for a long time.
And even though Fyodor Dostoevsky wishes he had called it the Cousins Karamazov whenever he hears us say it, this is NPR.
Thanks for listening to Car Talk. Now, if you're looking for a show where people tell stories that aren't about putting saran wrap on their sister's toilet, check out StoryCorps. Now, StoryCorps travels the country collecting the wit, wisdom, and poetry in the stories of everyday people and showcases the best of them. Listen in and discover meaning in the words of someone you might otherwise think is a jerk because he cut you off in traffic. Find the StoryCorps podcast now at npr.org/podcast and on the NPR One app. Support for Car Talk comes from LearnVest. LearnVest is an online financial advice company focused on empowering people nationwide to make smart decisions with their money. If you want to know how aggressively to pay down your student loans, LearnVest can help. If you want to know how much you should put aside for saving or contribute to your retirement account, yep, they are on it. If you're a mechanic wondering how many phony clutch jobs you'll have to sell to land that 45-foot Sea Hunter Sport fishing boat, they can help. They'll create a custom financial plan and pair you with a financial planner to help keep you on track. To see a sample plan and get a $50 credit, go to learnvest.com/car. Ha! We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and the new puzzler.
Yeah.
This was sent in by a fellow named Roy Harvey, and I had to fix it up and obfuscate a little bit and all that. But he did a pretty good job. He says, the following automotive puzzler happened to me way back when I was commuting to college. The year was around 1971. It's unimportant. The car was a 65 Rambler Classic with power steering, power brakes, automatic transmission, 6-cylinder engine, no air conditioning. In other words, my parents gave me their old car. The year and the car aren't important either, but there are some cars for which you couldn't have this particular condition. I guess by this point he says it had maybe 80K miles, and let me tell you, they were hard ones. Anyway, he says, I was driving to school, and about halfway through a 15-mile trip, the alternator light came on. It was daytime, so the headlights were off. The heat and blower were already off. I turned off the radio, but the light persisted. I began to worry. I then turned one control on the dashboard, and the light went out. And it wasn't the ignition switch. As I cruised to the side of the road.
Well, that would do it.
Yeah. Turn the key off, the light.
So he turned what? What were his words again?
I turned on one control on the dashboard.
Turned on
One control on the dashboard. Well, I hadn't originally intended to add the word on.
Yeah.
He had the word on. I was going to delete it. But now that I've let the cat out of the bag, I guess I'll let it stand.
That makes it even more interesting.
I turned on one control on the dashboard, and the light went out. This told me what the problem was, and I continued on to school without concern, and I later fixed the problem with a few simple tools. Hint.
Yeah.
As far as I know, and I know, but he didn't know, this control had no direct electrical connection at all. In other words, it didn't have any wires hooked up to it. How could that be? What did he do? What did he do? If you think you know the answer, write it on a postcard, or better still, on a 54-centimeter Trek road bike in bright silver with OCLV 110 carbon frame, Shimano Dura Ace component group, and titanium and leather-covered saddle. and ride it over to Bosler Tower. Car Talk Plaza. Someone's hoping to do a little mountain biking this summer.
Let's guess who that might be.
Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge,
Our fair city.
02238. Or you can email your answer to us from cartalk.com.
I tell you, the guys from Thomas Moser who sent us this sleigh bed, they have started something that we're not going to.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly. Anyway, if you have a question about your car, or as I've mentioned many times before, but we don't get much response, anything else, give us a call. The number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-888-2227-8255. A lawyer on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Keith from Boulder, Colorado.
What's up?
I've got a 3/4-ton Dodge Ram pickup,
Whoa.
and I'm not really calling about that, but the trailer that I tow with this truck. And on the top of the gooseneck of this trailer, I have an electric winch mounted.
Does the trailer have electric brakes?
It does.
Oh, thought so.
Okay.
Never mind.
Don't we screen these calls? You know,
So you have an electric winch.
Wait a minute. I just want to preface everything, neither one of us has ever seen one of these. Neither one of us has ever pulled a trailer. Neither one of us
has operated a winch.
But what can we help you with, Keith?
Well, the other day I was pulling a really big tree trunk. And by the way, this is
this for recreation, or is this like
you just like drag tree trunks down the road?
Don't you?
What's this all about? Well, he lives in Boulder.
Yeah, instead of jogging in Boulder,
they drag. All right.
Well, I'm a wood turner, so I'm getting material to make wooden bowls out of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you go to wherever these things are, you hook up the winch, and you start dragging it onto the trailer?
Yes. And as the second piece is coming up, I'm starting to lose power. I just get it on to the point where I can kind of rotate it and roll it the rest of the way on. And then I go to change batteries because I bring a spare with me.
Standard 12-volt automotive battery.
It's actually a marine battery because it's a deeper charge.
Okay.
I find that the negative terminal has melted all the way into the case of the battery.
Oh.
There's just like a bolt sticking out. And so my question is, why did that happen, and how do I prevent that from happening again?
I don't know why it happened, but you deserved it.
You did probably. What kind of a tree is this that you were hauling? What kind of a...
Was it walnut?
No, it was elm.
A big old elm tree.
Mm-hmm.
And so, even though we have already told you we've never operated a winch, we've never even seen a marine battery.
But we do know...
We don't know anything about trailers.
Or electricity.
You'd like to know what we think.
Well, I think...
Why not?
He's never stopped us before, nor even slowed us down. No, I think you had a bad connection there at the negative terminal, and you were getting arcing.
Was there anything unusual about this particular stump that you were dragging?
It was a pretty heavy one.
It was bigger than the average stump. You do know that electric motors will draw
as much as you ask,
as much current as they need.
If you ask the battery and you say, "I want 20 amps," it says, "Sure." I want 120. Why not? I want 1,000. It says, "I'll do my best." And you were dragging this huge stump. And you were sucking some serious amps out of that battery, which it was more than happy to do, and it gave up its life for that tree stump, and it melted.
How valiant.
Prince.
Yeah,
that's absolutely what happened.
There's enough heat generated from that energy transfer that melted that whole lead post.
Oh, you bet,
man. Battery.
Yeah, you need.
Have you ever stuck your finger in a lamp socket?
Well, I've got curly hair, but that's not
so do I, and that's how I got it.
Well, you need one of my guys one day. We when we do oil changes on cars, we have a dispenser. We have a big tank of oil, and you go over. It's got a pump on it. You go over and you put 4 or 5 quarts or whatever into this dispenser, which you then take to the car, and you rest the the container on the engine, and then you can actually flip the little switch, and you can go do something else.
Oh,
and one of my guys one day
Put it on the battery.
Put this thing on the positive terminal of the battery. Or he didn't put it there, but it's kind of slid and hit the thing. And within about 3 minutes, it had set this thing on fire. It had melted it to the extent that it actually reached the ignition point of the oil, which had to be 800 degrees, and set it on fire. So that to give you some idea of the enormous energy that's in a 12-volt car or marine battery.
Yeah.
Well, is there a way of preventing that from happening?
Sure. I mean, I would ask the guy to put between the battery and ground or something
A fusible link.
A fusible link.
See, the winch motor should have some kind of a thermal protector so that if the thing gets too hot, if it draws too much current, it just trips the thing like a lot of motors have, and the motor will stop working. It'll prevent you from melting the motor, melting the battery, and yourself.
Okay.
But so if you don't have that, maybe they can wire something in, which means you'll have to go for smaller stumps.
Well, okay.
And if you need to go, if you find that real blockbuster stump, you just take the thing out of the circuit.
But remember, the battery is like a nice dog and will do whatever you ask it to do, even if it's going to kill him.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome, Keith. See you later.
Good luck, man.
Bye-bye.
Send us a bowl.
Yeah.
You got it.
1-888-CAR Talk. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
On second thought, I don't want a bowl.
What do you want? Just the stump. Send him the whole stump.
Mail it.
Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Cindy in Boca Raton, Florida.
Hi,
Boca Raton, is it Cindy with 2 eyes or 1?
Oh, just one. I'm pretty old-fashioned.
And a Y at the end.
What, you a Cyclops, one eye?
Well, hi.
Are you retired?
No.
What are you doing living in Boca?
Actually, I'm taking care of my mom.
She's retired.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Actually, that's part of the reason why I'm calling.
Yeah?
My mom became disabled a few years ago, and we bought a beautiful, pearly white Chrysler Town & Country minivan with a wheelchair ramp conversion.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem. The woman who takes care of my mom during the day, she is a motherly Haitian woman with a heart of gold, the patience of a saint, but she keeps bumping and dinging this van, and she has an uncanny knack for bumping things that ought not be bumped.
Like baby carriages and stuff? All right, so this nice lady, what's her name?
Her name is Carlene.
Carlene, and she keeps bumping into things.
Well, yeah. She's a wonderful nurse, but she's the world's worst driver. Last week, she took my mom to the beach, and on their way back, they stopped at one of those places that sells bird baths and garden gnomes, and she backed into a $28,000 sculpture and knocked it over onto the chain link fence. Now, the sculpture is okay.
Oh, it is. Lucky for you.
Well, I mean, we owe some money to get a crane to lift it up and to fix the chain link fence and all that.
Yeah, but that's... we know a guy who has a winch.
I could use a winch.
He could straighten that up for you.
Oh, man, where was he when I needed him?
In Boulder. So you want to get her a different vehicle?
No.
The vehicle's perfect, huh?
We want to keep the van.
Yeah.
We want to keep the nurse. We want to have everybody live to their next birthdays, and we don't want to go broke.
Does Carlene have a car of her own?
Well, she drove a regular car until recently, and now she has an SUV that rides kind of high, and the van rides kind of low, and that's part of where we're getting into trouble.
No, that's not why we're getting into trouble.
Well, and we got her some glasses, so she needed glasses, now she has them, and she wears them.
Glasses are good, but they... yeah.
We've had this van for 2 years.
Yeah.
It leaves the garage maybe once a week.
Oh.
They've had at least 5 accidents.
In 2 years.
So we're saying that, 1 in every 20 times the van leaves the garage, something happens.
Well, here's one possibility.
Okay.
Maybe Carlene is just nervous driving it with your mother in the car. So maybe you would try to get her to drive this thing instead of her car.
Or get more practice.
Oh.
Just get more practice.
Okay,
Yeah,
that could be scary.
She may total it.
and when she does, I would suggest maybe you get a Honda Odyssey.
Okay.
Which is smaller.
Yeah, I don't think it has to do with the size of the thing. I mean, Carlene is just one of those drivers.
Yeah, I think
we have a sister like that.
Oh, dear.
She makes claims that trees jump out in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
She had an accident on one of the main drags of Cambridge one time on Massachusetts Avenue where somehow she claimed that the guy on the other side of a divided street hit her.
Oh, dear.
Well, there was a cement barrier
between, and she claims that was the car levitated? I don't know.
And then miraculously wound up back on his side of the division.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
I mean, Carlene may be Lucille.
Yeah.
In which case, I mean, we gave up on her a long time ago.
But she's doing a lot better, and she is
In the
available
home.
if Carlene doesn't pan out.
If Carlene doesn't pan out, you're going to have Lucille.
Oh no, that's just not possible. I mean, there's a big bond here. I'm wondering if there's like rubber cones in a parking lot, or there's some sort of like remedial driver's re-education.
Well, one alternative is to hire a professional driver. I'm sure there's some agency in Florida that will make a driver available to you, someone who would never put a scratch in the thing and wouldn't back into a $28,000 garden sculpture.
Right. And he would be insured for anything like that. And Carlene could sit with your mother in the back and they could play pinochle. But I do like the other idea. Since she only drives the thing once a week and probably not for very long, it wouldn't be a bad idea to give her more practice with it. I mean, if you can sacrifice the vehicle, let her drive it every day. Tell her to take it home with her every day for a couple of weeks, and she'll get used to it.
But I'll tell you, before you give her the town and country to drive, I wouldn't do it until you've done a careful examination of her car.
Yeah.
See how many dents it has in it.
Well, I'm happy that you found someone who loves your mother so much. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's just awesome in just about every other way. Although I should add that Carlene kind of drops things around the house a fair bit, too.
Yeah, see, that's why I say Carlene is a flake.
She's a klutz.
And people are different, and people don't all have the same skills. And you're not as sweet as Carlene, but you're a better driver.
Not by much, I have to confess.
And I'm neither. I'm not sweet, and I'm a lousy driver, too. So
yes.
We all have our pluses and our minuses.
And some have more minuses than others. Good luck, Cindy.
Some of us have just big zeros. Thanks for calling.
Good thoughts for us.
We shall.
We will.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Well, it's happened again. You've wasted another perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk. Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, not a slave to fashion, Bongo Boy Berman. Our associate producers are David the Calves of Belleville Green and Catherine Frau Blucher Fenolosa. Our web lackey is Doug the Old Gray Mare, assisted by Connie Britchford. Our engineer is John Cartman Perotti. Our theme music is by David Dog Grisman. And our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor, just back from the Bon Air, roast hare, fruit de mer, pomme de terre, Anjou pear, haricot vert, and gummy bear food fair, is John Buxton.
How does he find these things?
I don't know. The internet, man. Our public opinion pollster is Paul Murky of Murky Research, assisted by statistician Margin O'Vera. Our customer care representative is Haywood Jabuzzoff. Our personal news, whenever we say it, this is NPR.